We got a great lineup for you tonight. This first guy is incredible. He's out the suburbs, in the city. He is a family man. Please give it up for David Diego Rodriguez!
All right, thanks. Yeah. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm married with children, so I enjoy speaking for 5 minutes uninterrupted. Yeah, nobody listens to me at home. But I have an Alexa. Alexa listens to me. The other day I said, Alexa, play some coffee house music. And she said, regular or decaf? Yeah. And my wife comes running in. She says, I hear you talking to your girlfriend. I'm like, no, it's Alexa, listen. She's playing decaffeinated music. And now I'm really nervous because I'm afraid she's gonna find out about my other 2 girlfriends, Siri and Cortana. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good because last weekend I went to Lake Michigan to do a beach cleanup with my rescue dog. And while I was there, not one dolphin got caught in a tuna net. So, I'm doing my part for the environment, So, a lot of people don't believe I'm Mexican because I don't have a mustache. But I am. I come from a small Mexican family of 6. And my mother's family had 15 children. My dad's family had 15 children. And my mother thinks she's still a virgin because she only had 6 children. So, yeah. And growing up, my first language was Spanish, and my parents sent me off to kindergarten. I didn't know a word of English. I was a lost little boy, but luckily I sat next to Bridget Riley. So I says, I'll just do everything Bridget does. So Bridget took out her crayons, I took out my crayons. Bridget put her head down and took a nap, I put my head down and took a nap. Bridget stood up and said, hello, my name is Bridget Riley. I stood up and I said, hello, my name is Bridget Riley. I didn't know, And then later on, I got in trouble for following her to the girls' bathroom, I didn't know, so. But growing up, I heard a lot of derogatory things about Mexicans. So like I would go to the library and I would hear, Mexicans don't read books. I joined the Boy Scouts, I heard Mexicans don't go camping. I started playing sports and I heard Mexicans don't play ice hockey. And that was just my mother, She didn't want to pay for anything, So, I felt like life was a birthday party and I was a piñata, And my mother was swinging the stick, So it was terrible. But yeah. But Spanish actually helped me out because now I'm a Spanish teacher. So yeah, thank you. So one person. So hola to the one person. Yeah, all right. So they tell me to do some crowd work. So hi, how you doing? Next time I'll try. Where are you from? But anyway, at our university, where there's a 2-year foreign language requirement, and everybody wants to take Spanish because they think it's the easiest language, right? And a lot of people think they know Spanish because they know words like taco, burrito, and other items from the Taco Bell menu, And they think Spanish is easy. All you do is add O to any English word and you have Spanish, right? I asked one student, what can you say in Spanish? And he says, my name is Roberto. And I'm like, well, Roberto is Spanish, so, you're there, you're getting there, yeah? And when I was a new teacher, the students would mess with me, so they would ask me like, how do you say? I'm like, no, this is Spanish class. ¿Cómo se dice? Okay, ¿cómo se dice burrito en español? It's like, it's already in Spanish. Spanish, all right? Oh, and here's a tip. If you go to Mexico, don't order a burrito. They'll be wondering what you plan on doing with a small donkey, okay? So then I like to, I asked, no, that's the other thing too. So another time they asked me, ¿Cómo se dice jazz hands? I mean, they're messing with me, right? So I'm like, oh, that's easy. Manos de flamenco, you know? But my favorite one was, ¿Cómo se dice bootylicious? You know, it's not in the dictionary, right? But I said, oh, that's easy. Bootylicious. You know, so, yeah. And I like to ask students, it's like, why do you study Spanish? And I like hearing all the different responses. Like, one student said, Spanish is a beautiful language. Another student told me, I'm Mexican and I can't speak Spanish. You know? Another student told me, at the restaurant where I work, all the cooks speak Spanish. Surprise, surprise, right? And I'm like, where do you work? And he says, P.F. Chang's. And after about the 6th week of the semester, he asked me, what kind of Spanish are you teaching us? Because I still don't know what the cooks are saying. I couldn't find any of the words in the dictionary, and I said, well, what are they telling you? And he tells me, and I'm like, oh, they're swearing at you. They want you to work harder. You know? So, but we foreign language teachers have a joke we like to share. So, what do you call someone who speaks 2 languages? Bilingual. And what do you call somebody who speaks 3 languages? Trilingual. And what do you call someone who speaks 1 language? American. And I only tell that joke to point out that this Mexican did not steal any American jobs. All right? So, all right. That's not for me, right? That's enough Mexican jokes. But no. Yeah, so I grew up poor. Oh, and my name is David Diego Rodriguez, but my stage name is David Diego Rodriguez, you know. And I may not have a lot of money, but I have 3 names, you know, so I have that going for me. So yeah, I was really poor. We were poor growing up, and I remember for my birthday, my 10th birthday, my dad, he gave me a picture of a bicycle. So that's all I got, you know. And you know, I'm following a family tradition of being poor. So, one time I was a victim of identity theft, and my credit score went up. You know? You know, I felt so rich. I didn't report it right away. You know? Yeah, I got a car loan. You know? I paid off my debt to Columbia House. You know, so it was kind of nice. You know, and then we grew up poor. And my dad's car, he had this old beater, and he told everybody it was the color of rust, but it was actually rust. You know. And he didn't have regular air conditioning on it. It had that 460 air conditioning, where you roll down all 4 windows and go 60 miles an hour. So, and one time the police put the Denver boot on it, and it increased the value of the car. You know, so, but it was a great car, you know. So like, he had a coat hanger for an antenna, which also doubled as the spare key, you know. So, and you get to the intersection, like 4-way stop, he always had the right of way. They would let him right through, you know. But my favorite part was, we couldn't afford to go to the amusement park, but my dad, well, he told us it was the amusement park. He would drive us through the car wash, you know. And the windows were so leaky that we would come out soaking wet out of the other end, you know. And it was like so realistic, and we're in there like, yay, tidal wave, you know, can we go again? You know, that was kind of nice. So, yeah. Okay, so one last thing. The other day my coffee maker broke, and I needed my coffee, and I couldn't wait for Amazon to deliver in 2 days, so I go to Walmart, but I made the mistake of wearing a blue polo shirt. And I'm checking out the coffee makers, and this elderly woman starts asking me questions, and I was able to answer them because I did my research on the internet. And she finally picks one out, I put it in her cart, and just then, 2 Walmart employees come up to me, and they're like, hey, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm in trouble. And they tell me, it's break time. So I go to the break room. I have a cup of coffee. And to make a long story short, on Sunday I'm subbing for Sheila. And I bought a coffee maker with my employee discount. So, okay, thank you and good night.
David Diego Rodriguez, everyone, come on.